Good evening, everybody. Hi. I wanted to go over and do one of our actual. I'm testing two things in our Serious Skincare line, but I want to show you how to use our one of our products, which is our oats and honey. I use it as a daily thing. We have it's like a facial scrub, but it's a cream cleanser, and it's not super exfoliating. It's got a lighter exfoliation to it. I use ground oatmeal in it as the exfoliator. It has real unrefined raw honey in it, bought from a local vendor here from our farmer's market. The bar soap I use as a daily bar soap, which I'm only going to show you a sliver of it because I only use like the little bit, the half piece of it, but you can see the ground oatmeal in it, and it does have honey in it, so it's not vegan. But I use this one on a daily basis, but I also use some of our other facial cleansing masks as a weekly sort of thing. When I feel like I have, like you ate too much, or you need to get some oils out of your system, or you need to clear up your skin because maybe it's that time of the month, ladies, and you need to kind of work with your hormones a little bit, and maybe instead of you're doing it from the inside, but you also need to do it from the outside too. So, I'll go through those other masks and later videos. But right now, this is the Oats and Honey Facial Cleansing Mask. As you can see, it comes in a little 4-ounce container. And I also have the set where it's a bigger size bar. It's like a 3-ounce size bar soap that goes with it too. So that way you can have the daily where you can wash your face with a bar soap. And our cleansing masks are in our base of cream soap. I make our own cream soap here. It's very gentle, it's mild. It's been allowed to sit for a couple of months before I actually whip it and add other ingredients to it. I like to add raw ingredients to it, and our preservative that we use is fermented radish root. We do not use any other kind of harsh chemical type or formaldehyde based preservative. We believe that, I'd rather put things in smaller containers so that it can be used up within, and these are designed to be used within a month. These have a 6 to 1 year, I would say about a year, but I keep them around for about 6 months shelf life. You can put them in the fridge to make them last longer if you like, and it also gives you a little bit of a cooling sensation when you put it in, which is great for the skin. So I have our facial cleansing mask that we're going to use. I'm going to cleanse with our bar soap first to make sure that the face is actually clean first. I'm going to show you how to apply our masks, and then show you also how you let it sit for a few minutes, and then you get it a little wet, and then it works into a really nice thick creamy lather on your face, and then you can wipe it off or rinse it off however you want to. Now I use a cool water base because it helps tighten and close up the pores. I don't have a problem with oily skin or dry skin really, but sometimes I'll notice sometimes my pores are pretty, and they need to get smaller. I'm testing right now, and that's why it's not labeled, but I'll tell you about it. It is my new facial toner that I'm testing on myself, and my daughters are using it too. Destiny, you had met in a previous video, but my 2 daughters actually have problems with acne on their face. They get blackheads really bad right in here. A lot of it has to do with poor eating habits, especially at school when all they eat is pizza. And the other part is that they're young. Their hormones are kind of a little wonky a little bit, but they're coming into that age where hormones are not the best thing, a girl's best friend. But this has lime hydrosol in it. I didn't put any essential oils in it, so it's hydrosol based, and it's easier on the skin. But it still has all the therapeutic benefits of using the essential oils, just not those volatile issues with it. But this is a rose, aloe, and lime base. This too, hydrosol base, I should say, sorry, with the aloe vera juice in it. So it's nice and hydrating for the skin, but at the same time it's going to tone and tighten the pores. We use a toner after we do our mask and we wash our face, because we want to start the process of closing those pores, because we want tighter, firmer skin. And I know everybody does. I'm like 43 years old, so believe me, I want my skin, I can't look like I'm 20, but we can try. But at the same time, I take very good care of my skin too. I make sure I stay out of the sun. I use my own products on my skin. I don't wear very much makeup, but I'm getting in the process in a routine of daily cleansing and washing my face twice a day. That is key. This is my light after our facial cream that I like to use on my face. Now, this is a very light, not real greasy. It absorbs quickly into the skin. You don't need a whole lot of it. And this works great underneath makeup and stuff like that, because it's not too oily. Sometimes I put on a little bit heavier of a night cream at nighttime, kind of like I make my own facial butter. And it has a lot of other ingredients in it, but I'll go over that in another time. Right now, we're just going to focus on this set right now. So, no more talking, and I'm going to wash my face and show you how this stuff works. I'm using the oatmeal oatmeal and honey bar soap first, so that I can make sure that I have a clean palette to work with. Like an artist, we all need a clean palette. I just rub my hands together a little bit. That is the lather that we get. It's nice and creamy. It's really soft and smooth. I really like it. Okay. Time to get rid of all that oil and gunk from our face. I can't believe I'm doing this on here, but oh well. Don't forget your neck, because the skin on your neck is as sensitive as the skin on your face. Soft, gentle, circular motions, not real hard, because remember, we're not scrubbing the skin off of our face. We are strictly just lightly washing the oil and getting the upfront dead skin off of our face. Okay, now I have a washcloth here, and I just lightly, not very heavy, because like I said, we don't want to remove all the skin off of our face. And it comes off very, very light, very easily. Now, I don't even blot my face dry. I leave it kind of damp, and then I apply my honey, my oats and honey. Now this is my jar. I made it into a big jar because my daughters are always into it, and as you can see, they love it. But you can see the oats, you can actually feel them on the skin. Now you want your face kind of moist, not soaking wet, because you want something for this to stick to. So, if you can tell, and there's a little bit of bentonite clay in here too to help kind of pull out some of the excess oils. That's just a little bit that I put on my hands. And it creates a nice, thick base. Now, I don't rub too hard because my face gets kind of sensitive. And I always make sure that I get especially on my neck and under my chin. See? Now I have all this. Don't get too close to the eyes. We're about where the cheekbone is right in here, where you want to stop. No further down than the eyebrows, of course. And around the eye area, you're always going to use your ring fingers because they're lighter and they don't put as much pressure on it. Therefore, they're not going to stretch the skin out as much around your eyes. So we don't get crow's feet and baggy skin underneath the eyes. Closing it up. Now, I'm going to walk away for a few minutes because I'm going to wait 15 minutes with this on my face so that way it can help moisturize it a little bit and soak in and help really get rid of all the ick on my face. Okay? So I will be back in 10 to 15 minutes and see you in a few. Okay, I'm back. Yep, it's 10 minutes later. And right now, I've let this sit on for 10 minutes. As you can see, it's it's tacky, or it's actually dry. And you can feel it on your skin when you pat it, but it's dry. Okay? Now, I'm taking cool water, because I always rinse my face off with cool water, because I want to start closing the pores from when I washed it with soap and put the mask on to begin with. So, take a little bit, you take your wet hands and just lightly all over your face and flick. It works into a nice creamy lather to start lifting off all of that dead skin. So it's actually a 2-in-1. And again, we're not scrubbing too hard, just tips of your finger, light pressure. We just want to clean it. We don't want to remove all of our skin. And see, there's a little bit of lather there. And if I get it wet again, it works into a nice thick creamy lather. Now with my cool washcloth, again, lightly, not putting pressure on it, because our face's skin is very gentle, and if you rub too hard, you're going to end up taking off more skin than what you need to. Because our toner is going to do the rest of our work for us. Because the toner, we use toners to remove anything left behind, like soap, and to close pores, and to give it a nice thin layer of hydration. Now, my face isn't real red, it's a little pink right in here, but that always happens. I always take a couple of cotton balls, and again, this is my toner that I'm testing, so I'm giving it a couple of weeks that we're trying it to make sure that it's not going to like overly dry the skin, but that's one reason why we put in the rose hydrosol into it. And what this does is takes off any leftover residue that was left on the skin and on the face, giving you a very, very clean palette to begin with. See that? Ick. So that's lifting off all that ick off of my face. Now you can feel that your face is like really, really like clean and fresh. Sometimes there's a slight, especially after you use the mask and you do the exfoliating, you can feel like a tingling sensation from the toner. It's a good thing because it means it's getting into your skin. I put 2 little pumps. This is an airless pump because then again that leaves us with not having to use a whole lot with your fingers going into it so you don't get cross-contamination. So we use airless pumps so that way I can minimize the amount of having to use heavy chemically preservatives in it. But it is preserved, and again it's in a smaller 2-ounce container, which is more than enough because that's all that you need. Apply to your face. My face tends to get dry right in here. I don't know if anybody else has that problem, but mine gets dry right in there, or I notice it on my cheeks. Making sure to not miss your throat and neck area, because that skin is just as gentle as your facial skin. And there you go. What you think? Now, I don't use the facial mask every day. I use it every other day, at night, or I'll use it in the morning if I feel that I need it in the morning more than at night. If I skip 2 days and I'm going on my 3rd day, sometimes I'll do it in the morning, especially if I'm going to use makeup, so that way I have a nice clean face to put it on. But every day I use our bar soap, the toner, twice a day, along with our moisturizer. And that's our cleansing system. And every 3rd day, or every other day, we use the facial mask for getting rid of all the excess ick. So, that was our oats and honey facial cleansing system. Right now, the only ones I have listed up on our website. And you can find us on Etsy also. We're also on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. And we have a LinkedIn account too. So if you're looking for us, you can find us. We're out there. Please check us out. It's Skin Candy Bath and Body. And I look forward to doing some more videos with you. And we'll be back and probably have some more up of our other facial cleansing systems. But this time we'll demonstrate them on Destiny. See you later. Love you guys. Bye.